There, in this tutorial I'm going to show about concept of terminal service manager. Now before we learn about it, let me make a connection with our terminal server. So let's start the first session. So it's securing remote connection. So log many times logged on. Okay, so this is server. This is 7 machine and we logged on from our server, terminal server. Now let me comes to our server actually. Now administrator 2 terminal services. You find terminal service manager. You find this is currently active. This server is currently active. The test 1 user and session using is RDP TCP red desktop, which you call. Not many options you find there. Here is new group, port from TS session options are there. You can refresh it. Basically, this is very much the option. You can disconnect the connection. Send a message to, for example. So send message. This is what we can do. For example, I tries to make a send message that connection will be discontinued soon. Send that connection, send that message, and there we go. At our client computer, this message sent from administrator. At this time, the connection will be discontinued soon. So what happened that if tries to stopping the connection from server level, if we are discontinuing couple of connection, then we can send an alert to our client computer that please save your work and whatever you are doing in our terminal server, save that work, and we are going to discontinue the terminal server connection soon. You can even ask the status. You find a lot many things that what the client build number is, and this is the client directory. Actually, the user which is logging into the computer and this directory created. Client product ID, client color depth is 16-bit. This is what I'm talking about, the client resolution and client color bit. You find a bit difference. You can see this recycle bin box. You find how shaky it is, and the font which is not clear. You can find that it's a bit blurry and not clear. So this is how happened when you tries to access remote desktop with the low connection. In the last video, when we we learned about remote desktop basics, we saw that this clients having that we have option to have more high level remote desktop session. We can increase the experience of a desktop. When you goes to this, let me minimize it. When you saw this actual server, you find how font is very clear. This is what recycle bin is. The bit is there, color bit, and you can easily define the color here and the color of the actual terminal server, you find that difference. So this is what curl depth is all about. The curl client resolution, which is 896.600. If it's full screen, then that resolution will be bigger. But since we are using virtual PC, that's the reason we don't have, and we have a limitations. You can refresh now this the client address and this and that. So you can log off this session. For example, I log off this session from here. So here we go, disconnected, and you can find that at the remote user, you find that the client computer that your remote desktop session has ended. So we didn't make a changes from here, but that connection ended because administrator have all kind of rights. You can also reset computer. For example, when we tries to make a remote connection, you found that a lot many chart is came to us that session is disconnected. You find this state ID is now launched. This is because a list is created every time we are making a log on to our remote connection. All the time the list is generated that this computer, this user accessing this computer and this from this network, from this client computer. You can reset this session, so all the time whenever that test 1, for example this test 2, now this test 2 is disconnected, and once it start the session, it will start the session from starting, from where we are lefting. For example, this test 2 log on with the 7 machine. So if it wants to regain the connection, the session will be start where it left. But when we reset the connection, it will delete it from the list, and the test 2 have to start the connection once again. Have to start the connection, restart the connection with from a fresh start. So this is what, when you restart a connection, reset the connection, it won't start from where we left. It starts from where from starting. So don't get confused. It's resetting the list. You find that this test 1 is actually connected from somewhere, and once we tries to log on to other computer, another client computer, it will start the session once again. It's up to which session you want to access. This is what terminal server is all about. When we just reset it, for example, we reset this and we reset all the connection. So whenever the test 1 tries to access terminal server from client computer, it have to start from start onwards. Have to start a new session, have to generate the new session. No test 1 is there in the list. If it's in the list, then that session, if test 1 tries to start the session of terminal service manager tries to access once again, then that session will be the continue one, not the new one. So this is what terminal service manager is all about. This is what the options are there. So hope you learned something about terminal service manager. Thanks for watching.